Afternoon baseball now on the show as you get a look at Yankee Stadium here in New York. Today we bring you Diamond Dynasty action between Columbus and Ontario. This should be a fun battle to watch, and it'll take place right after this. Pitch. Quinn is after it. One away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Jose Altuve.
Into the windup and the pitch. And he just misses with a curveball. And just a Chamber of Commerce afternoon for baseball. 82 degrees here at first pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number one. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This is skied out toward right. Quinn is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Batting third.
In is Joey Votto now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And he takes ball one.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
That's wide. 2-0. Now the pitch. Good downward movement fooled him there. 2-1.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. And that's in there on the hands. 3-2 now. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three. Pulled the string on it. Stepping into the box, Tony Gwynn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Right fielder, Tony Gwynn.
And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. A windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Hot shot down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory, and he'll lunge forward to make the catch for the first out. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez.
Ground ball right side straight into the shift. Seager has it. Throw on to first gets Martinez, and that's the second out of the inning. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. In there, and it's 0-1.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, base is empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
Necro's ready. Here's the 0-2. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Can't get him to go after the Scrooge with 2 strikes, so it's 1-2 now. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. He has success with 2 out, and the bottom of the first stays moving. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And here comes Junior.
Ken Griffey Jr.
That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in the switch hitter, Ted Ferguson, looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher who's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. At the plate, Victor Martinez. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Catcher, Victor Martinez.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Hard hit ball to second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Here's Corey Seager.
Corey Seager.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Man, I think he's trying to send a message right here. I'm going to challenge you. I like my stuff. I think I'm better than you. I don't care how good a hitter you are. And this guy's a good hitter, by the way. But he came right after him early in the count.
Ripken backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. And he is safe at second base as he legs out a double. Down to the plate, Charlie Blackmon. A great opportunity for him here in a run-scoring spot, now following the 2-out double. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. The 1-0 delivery. Popped up. Ferguson is there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in, Cal Ripken. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
The shortstop, Cal
Fouled straight back.
Jr.
The 0-1 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball one.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Lays off. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Blackmon on the move. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out. So the base is empty here with one away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman Robinson Cano. Hit back up the middle. Oh, what a stop! Not in time. Outstanding effort, but he can't get the out. So there'll be a runner aboard with one gone. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Comes set, and the 0-1. And this is on the ground to short. Could be two. There's one. On to Votto, a double play, and that ends the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Left fielder, Giancarlo.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Quinn moves over. One down. Settling in now, Phil Niekro. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Niekro.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as he's just behind the breaking ball.
Well, that was an awful late swing on a curveball. One of two things. He either didn't pick it up or he was sitting curveball and had his mind made up that he was going to swing, and the break broke before he expected it.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Phil Niekro goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Big dog Chubby is at the plate as he looks at ball one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he could take you out of the yard.
Another payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
The second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk. Stepping into the box, find a blue. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. But this will land untouched. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Find a blue is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Line drive to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Striding in once again, Victor Martinez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, and he's safe. Ready for another chance. Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Chubby ranging forward. He gets there, and that's the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in to try it again. Ken Griffey Jr. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Favorable call in there for a strike. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joey Votto. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Joey Votto.
And a curveball in for a strike. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Now batting, Victor Martinez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Lifted in the air out to center field. Griffey waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Corey Seager. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And the curveball induces a big swing and a miss. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And that misses 2-2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And Holiday will make the catch and the side. So striding in, Ted 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Third baseman, Ted Ferguson.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth. Coming to the plate now, Cal Ripken. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. Here's Robbie Cano now.
The batter.
First delivery to him on the way. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. The 2nd for 1. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play. Matt Holliday standing in now. And they'll just go ahead and put Holliday aboard here. Now at the plate, Vida Blue. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Runners on 1st and 3rd, 2 away. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt looking.
And we'll have to leave it there. At the plate, Josh Donaldson. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Hit out towards second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a liner. But this is a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. A high fastball is in there.
We are watching a great pitcher just carving up this lineup right now. Now he's got this guy 0-2. When you get a 0-2 against a guy like this, well, the results are not going to be very positive. Well, I think he's trying to get that 2-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
And here's a changeup in there for a cold 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Giancarlo Stanton is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Take something off, but it's 1-2 now.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. There's Cano. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Digging in once again, Tony Gwynn. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Tony Gwynn.
And the 3rd baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. A hit in 2 tries so far. Runners off for second. Hard on the ground towards short. And perfect execution there as the hit and run yields a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
First baseman, number 44,
Paul Goldschmidt is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
In the dirt here. Throw to 3rd, and he's going to make it up to 3rd here as he advances on the wild pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the 1st out. Ready for another shot now. Ken Griffey Jr. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Starts him out with a good dancing knuckleball for a strike. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. 2nd and 3rd here, 1 man out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Stanton is there. Let's see if they test it. And he'll think better of trying to score as he holds it 3rd with 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more. Ted Ferguson. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And a first pitch knuckleballs inside for ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to second, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead. Now at the plate, Cal Ripken. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire. Digging in for his second at-bat, Phil Niekro comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Tell you what, his spot has been the outside pitch right there, and now we're late in the game, and he continues to pound the outside pitch, and it's really working out for him.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. From the stretch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Has a look. Now the pitch. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. And he is safe at the plate as he gets in just under the tag of Martinez. In is Joey Votto now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. There goes Altuve. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Comes set with the 0-1. A breaking ball taken on the inside corner.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Ready with the 0-2. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Digging in to try it again, Victor Martinez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Sent on the ground out to second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Ready for another chance? Corey Seager, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Holiday. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Swing and a miss, 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple of runners on base, but not here. That was 2 good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Another 1-2 delivery. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. And a fastball just a bit up.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in a 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Center fielder, Charlie.
On its way is pitch number 75. Rounded down the third baseline. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1. Giancarlo Stanton now. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Fastball in there for a called strike. The 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is. Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. A hit in 2 tries so far. Hit slowly back to the mound. No problem here, 1 away. Digging in once again, Matt Holliday. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit. Striding in once again.
Number 35.
Brett will grab a bat.
Now pinch hitting, George Brett.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Digging in and looking for more, Tony Gwynn. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Stanton is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for out number 2. Ready for another shot now. Victor Martinez is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. To short, reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Roberto Osuna is on to pitch from the bullpen.
Now pitching,
Step.
Roberto Osuna.
Michael Brantley is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And there's a base hit, so a good job off the bench to get him started here in the 7th.
Right fielder.
First pitch on its way. And this is drifting foul back into the stands.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
Fastball, strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning. As a look, now the pitch. There he goes. Pitch outside, the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down. Ready once again, Joey Votto. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. In tight there as he's got to turn out of the way of that one. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
Up high, 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Scorched to third. And heads up down there as he just had to cover up as this skips right over his head. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Make it 5-1.
The catcher, number 41.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. Trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ferguson in foul ground. And that's the third out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Your attention, please.
A new pitcher to tell you about now is
Fernando Rodney.
and a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Swing and a little tapper. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow. Leadoff man set down now for the veteran Ken Griffey Jr. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
That's a nice spot down below the knees, but that's a low call.
And Griffey swings right through this one, so it's 0-2 now to Jr. Popped high in the air. Donaldson is there for it. 2 down. Digging in the switch hitter, Ted Ferguson. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Matt, this is one of those games that has that guy right there, his head scratching. He's trying to figure out, how do I get these guys going? We may see a team meeting to motivate them a little bit better.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The booklet.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Here's
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy under wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. At the plate, Josh Donaldson, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Well, that looked like a hittable pitch, Matt, in a hittable location, but to a good hitter. You just don't see him miss many pitches like that.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
And a fastball. Tough take there, but it's even back at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. Gwynn is in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Singled homer run in his last time up. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Giancarlo Stanton will get a chance in the inning following the base hit. Giancarlo Stanton now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The 0-2 pitch. Now Stanton swings and sends a ground ball to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Striding in, Cal Ripken. He'll see what he can do leading off the home aid. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The wind-up and the 0-1. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Chubby has a beat on it. 1 down. Here's Robbie Cano.
Second baseman, number 24, Robinson Cano.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw, Jackie Robinson. Will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike two.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Hard on the ground towards short. In time to first, and there are two away. So striding forward now, Matt Holliday. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Dylan Betances. Enters here looking to get the final out before Charlie Blackmon will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He has full intentions of jamming this guy back to back.
A swing and a miss. That retires this. So
leading off for the Buckeyes, pitcher Dylan. But
A.J. Pollard will try to get his club a little ninth-inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Well, this is kind of the life of a pinch hitter. You maybe get one at bat a game, and it usually comes against a relief pitcher that's absolutely throwing bullets at you.
0-2, here it comes. Hit on the ground to short. Ripken comes up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Ready now, big dog Chubby. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Pitch misses the throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Chubby is on his way home. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's 6-1. Digging in, Joey Votto. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. He's set. Here's the 0-1. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So striding in, Victor Martinez. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. And this is taken outside for ball 1. A little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Now that's a big swing. That's what the big fella's supposed to do. Look to go downtown. Let it all fly. He let the dog out right there. I want to see if he calms it down or does it in his pitch.
Blackmon will put this one away, and that's out number 2. Here's Corey Seager, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Hit hard up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So the 2-out hit extends things for Josh Donaldson next. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He's doubled and singled in 4 at-bats in this contest. And he popped him up, drifting back behind first. Goldschmidt will put this one away. Roberto Osuna enters from the pen to begin the frame with